Okay, so here is the deal. My wife and I have one car and it's been that way for a while, but at this point in life we are up to 4 kids. So life is finally reaching that hassle point where I don't know if we need another vehicle, but one would certainly be ideal. And that is what we'll see what happens today. I have my eye on a truck and I'm going to go and look at this truck, negotiate for this truck, and well, negotiate assuming I even like it. The pictures look nice, but I haven't seen it in person. It should still be on the lot, but that's the goal today. Let's go see if I can find myself a truck to buy. And on top of that, there was a lot of planning and just patience and persistence that goes into this. So if you are kind of in some sort of grind where you have some end goal and you want to get there, just know that you can get there. It was always my wife and I's goal plan that we are going to need another vehicle at some point when kind of the hassle factor arrives, and it's basically arrived. So this is kind of the fulfillment of a plan that we've had in motion for a while. So if you are in the middle of some sort of plan and you're just thinking, am I making any progress? Just know you are making progress, and that it's worth it when you get to that end goal. So if this video can offer some inspiration from that point of view too, perfect. So let's get this day started. It's early in the morning. I don't know how long they're going to try to keep us at the dealership with negotiation tactics and stuff like that, but let's go. We are en route, we being me and Nate, to the dealership, and I just went over my kind of approach and just negotiating strategy. And I'm going with honesty is the best policy, so I'm not gonna like try Jedi mind tricks. I'm just gonna let the person know where I'm at, what I'm thinking in my mind, and if they can be flexible, kind of work things in my favor to make the numbers make more sense to me, then you know, that's kind of the approach I'm gonna take. So, you know, I did all sorts of research on different approach and tactics, and you know, I'm not gonna do anything where I walk in and like throw a chair across the room and be like, you better give me the deal of a lifetime. No, I get it, everybody needs to make money, so I'm not trying to take anybody to the woodshed, but we're both in agreement. My approach seems logical. I have no idea if it'll actually yield any fruit or not in terms of a better price, but there's only one way to find out. So stand by, like I said, en route to the dealership. Dear Diary, I'm starting to get a little nervous now as we get closer and closer. So I feel like I'm back in high school again, and it's, you know, during warm-ups of a football game on a Friday night. That's what I feel like right now. It's like game time, the butterflies are real. So yeah, hopefully I can. Nate, you think I'm gonna be able to keep my composure?
I hope so. And I should have brought here some of those Depends for you.
I should have. For Nate's 30th birthday, I bought him a pack of Depends, which he's wearing right now and says they fit perfectly. But that's where I'm at right now, a nervous mess. Okay, we are currently struggling to find where the truck could be. That one. Who knew there would be so many trucks at a car dealership that sells trucks? We're thinking we may have to ask somebody, but I don't really want to ask somebody quite yet. I'd like to check it out on my own. Have we conceded, Nate? Or are we just gonna ask?
Conceded.
Okay, we're gonna go ask. Okay, we are out of the truck, and we decided we're just gonna get on foot and go try to find this thing. And who knows, maybe I'll find something else I like on the way over there. But that's the plan right now. We're gonna see how smart we are when it comes to identifying a truck from pictures versus the truck in real life. So as you can see, trucks everywhere. Nate, do you know where you're going, or you're just making this up?
I'm just making it up.
Where do we think we saw it? Was it this row?
This row.
Okay. One of these ones?
I think it was maybe this one. Right here.
This one? Yeah, this one looks like potentially the mineral. Does it say the colors on it somewhere?
It doesn't. There's no sticker on it.
There's no sticker.
Nope. No window sticker.
Looking inside. I think so. It's got the cocoa or whatever that. Okay. Sorry, viewers. I realize you can probably just see a reflection there.
All I see is your face.
Yeah, I think this one might be it. But there's no sticker anywhere.
No, I don't see one.
What's this red one next to it? This one's... Oh, no, that's not what I'm looking for. So this is what we're guessing?
This is my guess.
I think this is right next to it. I think this is the dark metallic. Is it what the color they said, or is that black?
No, I think they were right. I think that's dark metallic. That's black.
Yeah, this is black. All right, so I guess at this point we think we have it, but we might as well go try to ask somebody. So we talked to a salesperson. She's very friendly so far, and now she's gonna take us inside. Well, I guess she's got to be friendly, right? Because she's got to get the sweetest deal possible. So let's just keep it real for the vlog. But I appreciate her friendliness. So we're headed inside, and she's gonna look up a few things, and we're gonna take this for a test drive. So that is where we're at in the current process. All right, so Cammy or Camry?
I don't know. What's her name?
Cammy. All right, so Cammy just walked Nate and I through all the features and kind of filled her around the situation with my wife and the family and all that. So she's going to get the keys right now to give us a test drive. But yes, so far so good. No red flags that I would say. Just shooting straight, and that's how I want to keep it. So we just talked to another sales guy. What are you guys doing with the camera? Well, we're just documenting things. So, and Nate, did you ever think during life when you were making life choices that you would be in a car dealership
Shooting
talking to a camera?
I did not ever
Neither
think
did I.
that,
I
no.
never thought
No,
this,
that
but
was never on my list of
yeah,
things I'm gonna do.
I guess don't pre-plan life because you never know what you may end up doing. So I'll let you know. Hopefully the test drive goes well.
You can set the distance of how close you want that to be. So if you are more comfortable getting a little closer before it lets you know,
Yeah.
you can set it to that distance. It works.
Okay.
If you don't like this and like you're listening to your music and you're sick of it pulling up stuff on your phone, if you're trying to do something on your phone, you can always just go back and just look at whatever you're listening to that way.
Okay. Thank you for the test drive. I appreciate that. We are back from the test drive. It went fantastic. Cammy took us on all sorts of good data point roads, so I have an idea of how it drives. So we are now sitting down and going to try to talk some numbers. So I don't know how it will go, but we're going to get started. So I will keep you updated. So she's going to see her sales manager, which I was told in my research would happen. So, Nate, what do you think of the test drive?
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
You liked it? Was it smooth in the back seat?
It was smooth in the back seat.
It was a good test. It feels good, but they can't know that. It was good. It feels good, but I'm trying to play coy. No, it was good. I think she could tell. She's. I learned that she is a psychology major, so she's probably reading me like she's got me twisted around.
You don't stand a chance.
Yeah, I don't stand a chance. I majored in engineering. What do I know about human emotion? Nothing.
She's gonna come back with a higher than list price and you're gonna buy it.
Yeah. And Nate's like, and she's probably gonna have you leave the lot with a Corvette and a Camaro too. I said, yeah, probably. So she's just gonna totally Jedi mind you. I am the puppet in her hands, I feel like, but don't worry, numbers don't lie. That's the one good thing about data. So we are sitting here waiting. I don't know how long it'll be, but I always envision this as they go in there with their sales manager and they have the number within like 30 seconds, but then they just sit there, shoot the breeze, talk about some sporting game that was on last night. But I don't know. I don't have any. Do you have any data on if that's actually the case?
That's how I feel like how it goes.
Yeah, but we don't have any proof of that. So this is just pure speculation on our part. So we are waiting to hear if they can do anything better than what the list price is. So we'll see. first offer came back. Yeah, that's. They're going to go back, though. She was very polite about it. But apparently, internet pricing, there was an asterisk that I didn't know about that implies something else. So props to them. They got me in the door. But yeah, the price that came back wasn't even close to the internet pricing. So, but she's going to go back. She's willing to see what can happen. So I'll give credit there, but we'll see what happens. Okay, she came back again, and the numbers are getting better. And I just kind of threw what my number would be for a deal to get it done right now. So she's taking that back to her sales manager. But she said she was using her, I don't know, some sort of thing that, her code for something, and she only had 2 left this month. I would like to think that's true because she seems like a very straightforward person, so I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. But then you read so much stuff on the internet, or is that just some sort of sales tactic? I don't know what to believe anymore. Nate, do you know what to believe?
No, I've never bought a new car before.
It's a learning. We're all just learning together. I guess that's somewhat of the point of this. So, yeah, we're just sitting here waiting. I got my cup of coffee. I will keep you updated. This is kind of fun, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had more money to buy cars every weekend because this is a good time. But we're getting closer. We are getting closer, but not quite there. So Cammie is gonna go back and ask again. And I just kind of laid out my numbers where I was at, and we're making progress. I'll just leave it at that. And Nate, this is how Nate passes the time. He just plays video games.
Oh,
so
time.
yeah. But this is fun. I'll just leave it at that. Maybe that's part of their voodoo magic of getting me to agree to prices by just making the process fun. So if that's the case, hey,
I think a lot of people are stressed out by this process.
hook, line, and sinker to Cammie because she's doing fantastic. This is good stuff. But why was I nervous going into this? This is good stuff. Oh, here she's coming back. Hopefully we have some good news. Hey, good news. We have a deal at the number I wanted. So Cammie, she came through for me. So that's why I lucked out by working with somebody with a psychology major, because she played mind tricks on her sales manager and got him to do her bidding. So it's good. I'm waiting for the insurance guy. So, but I need to figure out. Shoot, I should have told her. She was asking me about perks, so I should have probably at least heard her out on those things. But yeah, I'm failing right now. I'm having too much fun.
She got distracted by the timer on your phone. Is the problem.
Yeah, the insurance guy was like, all right, if you don't have it in 5 minutes, let me know. So I just pulled out my phone and just got the timer started, and I set it on her desk, and she looked down and, is that for me? I was, no, yeah, that's for you. Hurry up and talk. But I was like, no, that's for the insurance. But so I don't know what we need. It's been a long time since I've done any of this, so I don't know what's next. I should probably ask if they take, what sort of form of payment they take, but maybe they'll take Bitcoin. I don't know. No, I doubt they take
Get a credit
Bitcoin.
card and get your 2 or 3% cash back, man.
You think they take? No,
I doubt it.
they don't take credit card.
That'd be
Plus, I don't think my limit is that high. So, all right, that's the status now. So I'm feeling good. I think both parties made money, so that's good because I'm not here to take anybody to the woodshed. I'm a capitalist. Everybody's got to make money. So I'm happy. They're happy. In real estate, we call that a win-win transaction.
She says they're not happy.
No, they're not happy. You know, but Cammie.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Well, Cammie was smiling, so I thought she was happy, but I guess she's just forcing that. So I just turned down all like the extra warranties and stuff like that. She was very polite and kind in going through it, but I mean, if it's as nice of a truck as it should, that stuff shouldn't matter. It won't be outside very much, so I'm confident in the paint. So we are currently just waiting for it to get washed. I don't know what they're doing. They're making it all nice and pretty for me. Plus, I think we're waiting on paperwork. They said we had about an hour, and that was about 15 minutes ago. So we still have, what, 45 minutes? Is my math right there, Nate?
That is accurate math, yes.
So, still just a waiting game right now. Surfing the internet. I don't know, what did people do before. Like, look at magazines. How did they deal with this time period without phones? We are a spoiled generation and a spoiled society for sure. So, how'd you like my little Kodak moment there? You know, life choices.
What?
Life choices.
Yeah, no.
Like, think about reflection.
What did we do before we had cell phones?
I mean, just what do we do?
Everybody's probably just bored all the time.
That's true. This is probably none of this is making the vlog because this has nothing to do with anything, but that's okay. So, yeah, I gotta quit saying so. Mental note to stop saying it.
Hello, this is Tara. Are you calling for your welcome call?
Yes, I am. So we are almost done. Cammie, she went inside to get her boss's email. I actually want to send him or her a link to this because she did an awesome job and I want him to know about it. So I'm gonna just, whether or not they watch this, I don't know, but if you are watching this, Cammie, sales manager, give her a raise. She does a great job. It was fun, and I feel like most people don't think the car buying experience should be fun, but Cammie made it fun. So if you're in Benton, GMC, there's no other names, look up Cammie. Get Cammie, ask for her specifically if you're in the West Michigan area. She's legit, and she'll go to bat for you, and you'll be happy with it. So yeah, we're just waiting for her. She's actually over there, but
Laughing at us.
She's waiting patiently, making fun. You know what I like about Cammie the most is I like to give people a hard time, but she dishes it out even better, which makes it awesome. So that's, I think, the most enjoyable part is just everybody was making fun of each other, and we made fun of Nate the most, which made it the most enjoyable of everything. Nate, how do you feel about that?
I'm fine with it. I'm used to it.
He's
That's how it goes.
All right, we'll catch up in a little bit. So that concludes the car buying, or I guess truck buying journey. Hopefully you had some entertainment. Hopefully you just kind of enjoyed the process. And this wasn't necessarily an educational video. The one thing I did learn though, as far from a negotiating perspective, is just be straightforward with the people, let them know where you're at. And I think they appreciate that, and it makes their life easier so they know kind of where to work with, where you want to be, why you're thinking what you are. So don't go in there and just throw out some random offer, because that doesn't help anybody. And you know, at the end of the day, they have to make money. You want a good deal, so you can't go in there with the mindset of, unless I get some sort of killer deal, then no, just let them know where they stand, and if they can work with you, great. If not, then fantastic news. There's lots of car dealerships out there, but in this case, Benton was great to work with. Cammie was awesome. By the way, Cammie, I told her that I would do this, and she definitely earned it by making our experience great. But Cammie, it is your birthday today, assuming you watch this on Friday when I release it, so happy birthday, Cammie. Again, if you go to Benton, seek out Cammie, and she is not paying me to say any of this, but you got to be able to take it, because if you start to dish it out, she can definitely throw it right back at you. So, and then to wrap this all up on the inspiration note, just remember, if you're in the middle of a grind right now and you have some sort of end goal, it's possible. Here you go. This was the end goal for me. This was something that I wanted to accomplish at some point. So you just got to put the plan and then follow through with the plan. There's one thing to say a plan. It's wholly different to follow through with the plan and get that all in motion and keep that axe to the grindstone. So it is possible though. So during those kind of down portions of we were just feeling isn't even worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. Keep at it. Keep working hard, and whatever your end goal is, it is definitely very possible. You just got to have persistence along, you know, obviously with the roadmap, which is the plan. So I hope you had fun. If you enjoyed this video and want me to make more, I guess I can't really make more of these ones because I just can't go buy a car every weekend. But if you enjoy kind of these just random videos in a sense, obviously this one had nothing to do with stock trading. But if you enjoy these, easiest way to communicate that, click that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you are interested in stock trading for some reason, then that is what mainly this channel is all about. So check out the remainder of the channel, and hopefully you ultimately decide to subscribe. So thanks again for hanging out, and I will see you back next week. I just get home, and now my wife says, oh, I gotta go grocery shopping. Can I take it? So goodbye, new car smell. Hello, I hope she gets good food, because at least it'll smell like good food.
Spilled milk in the back seat.
Spilled milk, yeah. Great, great. And Cammie, if you're still watching, this one's for you. Just remember, from here at this point forward, life lesson that I taught you. A is for elephant, okay?